Welcome into Galena Sports Live and happy Friday, everyone. Tonight we have week 8 Friday Night Light action, and we have a district title on the line between the Frontenac Raiders and Galena Bulldogs. Bulldogs take the 30-minute trip north to Frontenac to take them on tonight for the district title, and Galena has a lot going for them coming into this game, winning 4 straight so far. Cole, they've been playing their best football of the season, and they were able to work over a couple of those kinks they had earlier on in the season. Maybe due to Dawson Mooney being gone, he's made a huge factor for that offense because just how elusive he is and at receiving out of the backfield and running the ball every time he runs it. It's a hard run. Both teams coming into this one 5-2, and next week will be playoffs. So, um, last year Galena trying to get some revenge this year as they fell to him in the second round of playoffs and have dropped 3 straight to him. So this year or tonight they're going to come out with a vengeance and looking to get back what um, Frontenac took from them last year.
Yeah, for sure, Cooper. Yeah, coming into this game, we're definitely looking for a few players. Zane Turner, he's perfectly healthy. He got some rest last game. Did at the end of the game, they had such a deficit that they were able to take out some of their starters and give them some of a break. So coming into this game, they're going to be refreshed, ready to get out there, ready to play.
Yeah. And we saw just a lot of running last game, which is what they're going to plan on doing tonight. And their goal tonight on defense is to really slow down Mario Mangini of Frontenac. He great running back with great speed, and if Galena can do that, then the Knights should be looking good for him. Um, that was last week. Zane Turner, like Cole was talking about, we didn't see as much of him, and most starters were able to rest. Galena really didn't have to go far into the playbook to win that one last week. Um, it was actually the first career game, or not career, first game of the season where Zane Turner did not go over 100 yards, and Galena was still able to put up 38 points. So that just shows a lot about this team that they can get a lot of contributions from other players. Zane Turner only had 40 yards rushing last week, but he was very efficient, only throwing 5 times. He was 5 of 5, 44 yards, and then a 2-point conversion. So very efficient on that. And
Yeah, especially coming into this game, we're looking forward to um, be able to block the run game while also, I mean, watching him out there, they can kind of throw the ball. Maybe not to Parsons' level, but last week against Parsons, they bested Parsons too. Very close game. Coming into this, it's going to be a very close game as well.
right.
Both teams, they were close at half, and then after half, came back and kind of didn't dominate Parsons, but definitely showed that they were the better team. Coming into this, it's looking like maybe the closest matchup of the entire year that we've had. These two teams are very close in skill level.
Yeah, even though Frontenac losing all of their offensive starters except for Mario Mangini, they've still managed to have a great year under head coach Mark Smith, who's been doing it for a long time. And back-to-back weeks, Galena played Parsons 2 weeks ago, and then Frontenac played them last week, and both had um, almost the same margin of victory in those games. So, and the reason Galena was able to get it done is with their run game, and um, just what they've been doing good all year. I mean, I expect tonight we're going to see a lot of that three-headed monster again: Dawson Mooney, Zane Turner, and Tyler Little, and maybe see some passing plays here and there. And another thing I wanted to hit on is um, when they when they have their running plays, they have their 3 running backs. They'll put Hopkins in there as an extra defender. They've had great success doing that, and we've seen that a lot more, a lot actually during this 4-game win streak, and probably something we're going to see tonight as the running back's just been getting the ball and following that blocker and picking up 4 or 5 each time. Huge, huge chunks of yards to get at a time. Um, so we're going to take a break here on Galena Sports Live. We're just under 10 minutes from kickoff. We'll be back after this commercial break with some impact players to the game.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the four-states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers. Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Calls carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Calls continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live. Pregame on Galena Sports Live is presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the four states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So getting closer to kickoff now, we're going to hit on some of the players that have been standing out this year with some of their stats, and then that will be making an impact tonight. Zane Turner leads the team with rushing, 125 attempts for 811 yards and 14 touchdowns. Dawson Mooney missed a couple games, but 63 attempts, 351 yards, and 3 touchdowns on the season. And Tyler Little, their second leading rusher, with 82 attempts, 548 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Also Garrison and Qualls. Qualls has 80 yards on the year, and Garrison with 49. And then on the defensive side of the ball, the leading tackler for Galena is Kobe Myers. Isaiah Dunaway also up there with 27. Myers has 28. Tyler Little. And then our sacks leader on the year so far, Ty Hall, with 4 of them. He had a huge play last week where it was actually blocked by Tyson Garrison, and then Ty Hall was able to take it to the house, and that was the first defensive touchdown of the year by Galena. So that defense has really been starting to play well, and it's a great thing to see from these Bulldogs. That defensive line led by Kobe Myers, also Ty Hall, Dunaway getting in there. They made it hard these last couple games. Even in the Parsons game, they were huge, and that's one of the key successes of that defense, to take some of the pressure off the secondary. And if Galena wants to win this game tonight, then they're going to have another impressive game from that defensive line.
Yeah, the pressure that they cause on all the quarterbacks, and they're also doing a great job of being able to contain the running backs as well. Sometimes they get surprised. Sometimes they get off. They don't see the run game. They don't see that. But that's really the only time a defense can make a play, is when they catch them a little bit off guard. But other than that, they're doing a great job of containing the run, while also being able to apply that pressure to the quarterback, basically getting to him, leaving him almost no time to throw the ball. So pass-heavy teams are really struggling. Now, coming in this, we watched, we see some film, and we think Frontenac is more of a run-heavy team with Mario Mangini.
They also have the ability to pass really well. I mean, I was watching their quarterback, Cal Turlip, in warm-ups, and he has a pretty good arm, so they're not going to be afraid to air it out, too, if they're not able to run the ball. But Galena running the ball, I mean, every team coming into the game really knows what Galena wants to do since they run the ball so much. And the reason it's able to happen is through that offensive line. I mean, the offensive line has been pushing guys around and making holes, and then also with Hopkins being in there blocking too, and then you have three great running backs, so you can just run them in and out of there and don't get tired.
Yeah, I
Makes
mean,
a
especially
huge
with
difference.
the Dawson Mooney being able to come back and Zane Turner able just to run the ball, and he's gotten a lot better at the passing too if he does need it. And they did see in Parsons that there's a few things that went on, but um he was able to, I guess, run the ball. They ran the ball a lot, but then when the pass was open, they took it and they weren't ready for it. It kind of caught them off guard. Which
And it's not the postseason yet, but this one kind of feels like it here. Is stands are getting packed and a district title on the line. So a great test for Galena tonight before the postseason, and a great chance to get a division title. Um, are we about to do the national anthem? Is that what's going on?
no, I think Galena's going to do their run out and then they'll go to. Oh, I'm not sure.
Well,
They're all ready
yeah, I
for it,
mean,
but
um, some keys to the game for Galena really is just containing Mario Mangini, like we talked about earlier. So versatile, can run, can catch the ball out of the backfield. Galena's gonna have to first of all slow him down at least. I don't think there's a way to stop him. You're gonna have to slow him down if you want to have a chance to win this game. And Galena's very capable of that. I mean, Ty Hall coming off the edge, and then Tyler Little at linebacker, and Devin Hetty. Those guys can keep up with them. And we're gonna
yep.
do the national anthem. So we're just gonna go on mute on our mics, and then so we're gonna take a quick break here, quick one or two commercial break, and then we'll be back here for kickoff.
Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live as they have the coin toss going underway. So we're just going to get to some matchups around the area. Kicking off in a matter of moments, we have Baxter traveling to Trinity Academy, Burlington traveling to Girard, Caney Valley traveling to Riverton, and then Parsons is going to take on Columbus tonight. So they're getting the coin toss underway out there on the field. Um, I think a big thing for tonight's game with Galena Cole is the penalties. They've been able to keep them down, but this is going to be a very physical game as both teams want to run the ball. So it's going to come down to physicality and a battle in the trenches, really. So it's going to penalties could be caused. I mean, holdings here and there, but the unnecessary roughness penalties, those have proven to kill Galena, especially on third downs where they have a 3rd down and 3, and then they pick up one of those after a nice hard run, and then it just gets pushed way back because of a penalty after the fact. And that's something that Galena's just like, they're going to have to control that tonight. I mean, they can let Frontenac do that all night, but the penalties are big
Yeah.
killer.
I mean, early in the season, the high competitive games, there was a lot of unsportsmanlike and just a lot of, you could tell there's a lot of tension on the field, and it was getting hard for the teams to hold their composure. But I guess against Parsons, they held it to a very minimum amount of penalties, even though Parsons was, I guess, drawing a lot.
Yeah.
They were drawing on sportsmanlikes and a lot of different things, while Galena was doing a very good job of keeping that composure and just kind of keeping cool, even though with the game being extremely close and extremely high stress.
Yeah. And certainly tonight, I could see this being a high-scoring game. So, just with how good of offenses both teams have, and Frontenac, we haven't got to see too much of them. We know a lot about Mario Mingini, and so Frontenac won the toss and they deferred. So Frontenac will get the ball in the second half. Galena will receive the ball now, as they're about to get action underway and kick this one deep.
District Championship. Get up and make some noise for the kickoff.
Kicking off for Frontenac, the junior, Vinny Pyle, back deep for your Galena Bulldogs, Zane Turner. This is a shallow kick fielded by Hayden Qualls at the 20, brought out across the middle and up near the 34-yard line where he's upended. So here comes Zane Turner and the offensive troops. So let's see what they can do with their first drive. Look for them to be really efficient today, Cole. I think that's a big thing. Work the clock and have possession. Really control the ball well and just be able to run the ball, kind of wear that Frontenac defensive line down as they'll start to carry over to the second half. We've seen some of that happen this year where they just run and the other team, the defense gets tired, and it's a long game. As Dawson Mooney's going to take this one around the left where he might have fought and got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, coming into this game, Frontenac definitely prepared for the run game, knowing that Galena really relies heavily on it. Though something Galena's done a really good job on is, even though they rely so heavy on the run, they found ways to make it successful even when teams plan around it. And last game, they did a great job of just kind of keeping the play simple to not really show off what they have prepared for this Frontenac game.
Yeah.
Apologies.
And right there, Dawson Mooney was trying to get the edge, but just couldn't quite get around there as the defensive end of Frontenac actually popped out and made the tackle. Now the handoff goes to Mooney again, hit right away, and possibly a loss of 1 or 2. We're going to mark him down for a loss of 3, so that's going to bring up a 3rd down and long here. A 3rd and 14 coming up for Galena as they have the ball at their 31. Unsuccessful with anything so far. 2 consecutive runs to Dawson Mooney, and Frontenac wasn't fooled. But this time they're going to send 3 guys to the far side and 1 guy to the near side. Zane Turner rolling out right now, looking, throwing, has Qualls, and it falls out of the reach of Qualls that bounces off his hands. Zane Turner had him, but Qualls wasn't able to pull that one in. And a great throw there by Zane Turner. That's a great sign to see so far that Zane Turner's making good throws. He's rolling out of the pocket, making throws on the run. Unfortunately, they weren't able to convert that there, but that's a great sign for Galena so far early in this game.
Definitely an improvement to how he was throwing at the beginning of the season. It's just it's a night and day difference.
Yeah. So now Zane Turner's going to punt it away. And back deep for Frontenac, Mario Mingini, and he was looking like he wanted to fake it, and then a kick that went off the side of his foot and got kicked out of bounds near the 40 in Galena territory. So that's where Frontenac's going to get the ball. Frontenac gets great field position as Zane Turner, he he was kind of running, looking like he might run it after a fake punt, and then decided late that he wanted to just punt it away and um, didn't get all of that one. So Frontenac offense sends a guy out wide, and under center, Cal Turlip. Mingini gets it around the left end as breaks one tackle, dives near the first down marker, and is out of bounds. It's going to be second down and short for Frontenac.
Ball's on the 30-yard line. Second one.
As there just wasn't a guy able to get outside quick enough there. I think that was Deontay Paul that had a chance to bring him down for only a gain of 3 or 4, but was unable there. So they send a guy to the near side and one to the far side. And this handoff goes to McGeeney around the right. And Zane Turner dives and makes a great tackle there for a loss of yards. They're going to call it a loss of 3. So great tackle by Zane Turner as Mingini was getting outside and was kind of running away from Ty Hall and Tyler Little, but Zane Turner was able to make a great tackle, shoestring tackle there. So it brings up a third down and 3 for Frontenac, and most likely 4-down territory here. Having the ball at the 33-yard line, and they send Mingini in motion, and a pitch. The pitch goes to, is that a number 25, Jack Lusker, and only a pickup of 1, so a 4th down, a decision coming here for Frontenac now. 2 great tackles in a row there by Galena, as Frontenac was trying to get outside, but Galena had great technique in those tackles. So they're going to keep the offense on the field now. Lined up in the I formation. And the snap, handoff goes to Mingini. Little there, brings him down, and Galena holds him. Great play by Tyler Little to get through there and bring Mingini down right away. Took him down for a loss of yards, and exactly what Galena needed to get that offense back out there. After that first run by Mingini, 1 yard short, and then Galena defense was just very stout, which is great. Zane Turner with a great tackle, and then also Tyler Little, the leading tackler on the team there, able to make a huge play here in the first quarter with 8:23 to play. No score yet. Galena looking to get something going here as the handoff goes to Mooney, and not much there. Gain of 1. So a second down and 9 now. So they're giving a lot of volume to Mooney so far. He has his 3 carries and then that pass attempt. And every time we say we think they're going to pass more, they run more.
Well, it's definitely what their game plan is coming in here, is to try to run the ball, but it does look like they're experimenting a lot.
As the pitch goes outside to Mooney, trying to get the edge, stiff arms a guy, and dives near the first marker. Gonna be close. We'll see where they mark him.
And that's exactly what I mean by, the run game coming in. That's their game plan, and they're going to do whatever they need to do to make it work, and they've been very successful at doing so. That was kind of a new play. We haven't really seen something like that before. Seeing both Ty Little out there and
they just motioned him out right and then just pitched it and able to pick up the first down. So Hopkins, Mooney, and Little in the backfield. The handoff's going to Little up the middle, and a good pickup on first down there. Just about 2 yards short of the first down. So brings up a second down and 2. Right there, 2 plays in a row, chunk yardage. Huge thing. If Galena can keep getting chunks of yards like that, then they're going to keep running. So Galena is now in Frontenac territory at their 48-yard line. So they're looking to put something together here. And they have Little, Mooney, and Hopkins in the backfield again, and the handoff goes to Mooney up the middle. First down and a little bit more. Brought down near the 42-yard line.
Gator picks on the play.
So pick up a 6 there by Mooney. Able to move those chains for Galena. And they now have 2 first downs on this drive already. Getting near the red zone now. And same formation again with Hopkins and Little and Mooney, and then Little takes that handoff, brings it past the 40, down at the 39 is where they're going to mark him down at. Pick up a 4 on the play.
For the Bulldogs.
And haven't seen any running from Turner yet, so. But on this one, they're going to, Turner's out to the far side and Little in the Wildcat. So Little's just going to run it right up the middle, hits a defender and falls forward near the first down marker. As we've seen that times and times over this year, where Zane Turner goes out wide and then Little just takes it. And with a guy like Little with his frame, if he runs it up the middle, he's going to pick up 4 or 5 every time. As that one goes up the middle for a Galena first down. Zane Turner ran it right up the middle, the QB sneak, and was able to pick it up. So Galena now has the ball on the Frontenac 31-yard line. And are efficiently marching down the field, which is certainly what they wanted. Getting on the scoreboard first and then trying to control the pace of this game. As that handoff goes to Mooney. Not much there, 1 or 2 on the play.
Yeah, they had a little bit of a rough start, but it seems like they're making pretty good progress down the field now.
Mm-hmm.
21-yard line, 79.
So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 with 4:23 to play here in the first quarter. As they break the huddle, they're going to come out with Mooney, Little, and Hopkins in the backfield, and the fakes the handoff as it gets batted up in the air and falls incomplete. Luckily, there was a Frontenac defender in the area, but just out of his reach. And if he was able to complete that, Little had a lot of daylight ahead of him there.
Yeah, that would have been a great play. It's like, again, that's just a new thing that they're trying there.
Yeah.
Giving that to Little, giving him the ball in just a new way. Maybe giving him a little bit of extra running room.
Yeah, we haven't seen that one yet. So they're going to have trips to the far side and a guy to the near side. Mooney in the backfield. Zane Turner takes a direct snap and nothing there for him. As he's going to pick up 1 on the play. Got back to the line of scrimmage and fell forward. So now Galena most likely going to go for it. You don't punt here. And try and keep this drive rolling.
Yeah, I mean, with that play there, I mean, the Galena doesn't usually line up in a formation like so. Oh, sure.
Yeah, especially with how much they run. And Garrison in the backfield. Rolling right, Turner rolling right, and he's brought down near the 20. It's going to be close. He may be just a little bit short. So they're going to call it a turnover on downs as he was a yard or 2 short, which brings the Frontenac offense back out to start their drive on the 22-yard line, it looks like. And we need to see some more of what we did last drive with Galena with that defensive line and the linebackers. Tyler Little mainly flying around so far. As he's rolling right, looking, breaks a tackle, cuts back, and might have got back to the line of scrimmage there. They're going to give him a gain of 1 on the play after all that scrambling.
23-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Was finally brought down by Tyler Little.
Yeah, that was great pressure by the defensive line. They saw that he was going back for the pass, and they just knew what they needed to do. They got to him, applied the pressure. Tyler Little comes up.
Yeah, and they had him back at like the 18-yard line for a loss on the play, but Turlip was able to break that tackle. And this handoff goes to handoff went to Jack Lusker on the play. Picked up 5. So a 3rd down and 5 here. Great chance for Galena to stop him and try and get the ball back. They can stop him and not allow many yards here, then they could possibly force Frontenac to punt with field position right now being at their own 28-yard line. As he drops back looking, and he's going to run it, and he's brought down by Ty Hall on the play near the marker. And we're waiting on him to signal first down or not.
Holding against the Raiders.
So there's going to be a holding call against the Raiders to negate that run. So we'll push him back 10 yards now. Bring up a 3rd down and 15. Where they'll have the ball at their own 18-yard line now. Huge momentum swing right there for Galena. A 3rd down and long now. Galena just has to force them to pick up very minimal yards, and it's going to force Frontenac to punt.
Yeah, coming into this, you know that they're going to pass it. So it's just about getting your defensive line there to get to apply the pressure and your defensive backs to be able to.
Yeah. And we've seen Turlip been a threat running so far, as this pass is complete to Mingini, making the reception at the 26-yard line. Going to be 5 yards short. Or they're going to call it a 4th down and 6, so that'll bring the punting unit out for Frontenac. Zane Turner back deep to receive. And booming kick spiraling. Now bounces at the 40 and takes a little bit of a Raider bounce. So Galena gets good field position to start this drive, where they're going to start it at the 37-yard line now. So they'll get another chance as their offense comes out for the 3rd time now and try and get something going to break this 0-0 tie. So Hopkins, Little, and Mooney, the formation we've seen so far most of this game, but this handoff goes to Mooney, brings it across the 40 and up to the 41-yard line.
Little on the clear.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Holding the 41-yard line, 2nd and 6.
So as we're under a minute here in the first quarter now. And a 2nd down and 6 from the Galena 41-yard line. Handoff goes to Little up the middle and reached his arm out. Picked up 2 or 3 on the play.
Yeah, Tyler Little being so tall, he does a really good job of getting low and getting those extra yards right there. He got really low, just below where the defenders could tackle him, and got like maybe 4 or the 3
Right.
extra yards from it.
Yeah, there wasn't much there. I mean, could have easily been a no gain on the play, but made the extra effort. And Galena's going to let this time run out in the first quarter. So that's going to take us to our first commercial break. And we'll be back here shortly with more Bulldog football.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms in spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the four-states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live, presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the four states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So, start of the second quarter now is Galena's facing a 3rd down and 3 from their own 44-yard line. And got to believe it's going to be some kind of run play and possibly 4th down territory.
It's 3rd down.
So big 3rd down here early in this game still.
So far on the season, Galena's done a great job of being able to convert these 3rd and really any.
Turner takes it up the middle and is hit at the 46-yard line. And this one's close. So we're waiting on a ruling from the official. And they're going to mark him just short. So a 4th down and inches for Galena. So they're going to keep the offense on the field. And just going a power look now. And the QB sneak with a little extra push by Little and Hopkins from the back. They're going to pick up the 1st down there and keep this drive rolling. And Zane Turner able to just squeeze in there for 1 or 2 and get the 1st down, which just shows how great the offensive line's been all season. Able to just create holes like that. I mean, to run the ball the way Galena does, it all starts with that offensive line. And Turner's going to run this one again, cuts back, and makes a guy miss, brings it across the 40 where he spins and is tackled down at the 36-yard line is where they're going to mark him. So
Zane Turner, once again, using his running back experience and his field knowledge and being able to cut back, miss one defender, come in, and just kind of throw one to the side and gain.
And Little's going to take this as he was tripped up there. So pick up a 1 or 2 there. As Galena's now into Frontenac territory at the Frontenac 34-yard line now. 2nd and 8 coming up for Galena. And they're going to have Hopkins, Mooney, and Little back in the backfield again. This handoff will go to Mooney up the middle and fighting near the 30-yard line. He'll pick up 3 on the play there and bring up a 3rd down and 5 now. So another 3rd down. As they're bringing in some new guys now. Singagora to the near side and Qualls to the far side with Garrison, Little, and Mooney in the backfield. And Mooney takes it up the middle, 1st down and a little bit more as he's brought down by Mingini at the 25-yard line. Great run there by Dawson Mooney as every time he touches that ball, I mean, he runs hard and does not make it easy on the defenses.
Yeah, you can really see the effort it takes to take him down to the ground. They push for an extra 1 to 2 seconds after a contact just to get him down.
Mm-hmm. Galena now at the 23-yard line, trying to get in the end zone and get on the board first. as that handoff went to Little. Not much there at all. Pick up of a 2 on the play.
Ball on the 21-yard line, 2nd and 8.
As they're going to motion Mooney over, and the ball was muffed, and Zane Turner initially was on it, and then it kind of squeezed out, and no signal yet. And it's going to be Galena football. The initials wave it as Galena football. Zane Turner, a bad snap, and then Zane Turner jumped on it, and it kind of slid out from under him, but was able to come out with it through the pile of guys. And Frontenac sideline certainly isn't happy with it. But 3rd and long upcoming for Galena after that.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Ball goes to go. It's 3rd down.
3rd down, and Galena faces a 3rd down and 15 now, with Garrison in the backfield lined up directly behind Turner. As Turner rolls right, Garrison picks up a great block. Turner throwing, and Qualls just overthrew him. Qualls had a step on him, but the pass was a little overthrown and falls incomplete now. So brings up 4th down and 13.
That's the second play where Qualls has just been wide open almost for the ball. The first one, it was unlucky for Qualls, and the second one, it was unlucky for Zane Turner. But overall, they're showing that they did practice their passing game, and they do have the potential. Just both players need to be on the same level to make that.
And Turner made a great throw. Overthrew him on that one, with still a lot better than underthrowing him. As Turner rolls left. Now turning and throwing, takes a hit. Mooney down there, and the pass is batted down as Galena's going to turn it over on downs for the 2nd consecutive drive. So Galena looked promising starting the drive, but unable to cap the drive off. And this is turning into more of a defensive battle so far here in the first half. So crucial for Galena to get on the scoreboard first.
Yeah, they really lost their momentum when it came to that snap.
Especially being that Frontenac will receive 2nd half kickoff.
Yeah.
As the Frontenac offense comes back onto the field, Cal Turlip, the quarterback, and ball was on the ground there and recovered by Frontenac. Man there to jump on it was number 59, Evan Coatsman for Frontenac.
Ball on the 25-yard line, 2nd play.
So loss of 2 on the play there by Frontenac. Frontenac has the ball at their own 25-yard line now, with 7:20 to play in the first quarter, or first half. And he's going to drop back, finds his man, hit hard by Qualls, and is brought down at the 30. Picks up 5 on the play. Qualls came out of nowhere and made a great hit on him.
Yeah,
As soon as he caught it, lucky it almost went incomplete, but Lathan Lundberg was able to secure that one. Good catch. So that brings up a 3rd down and 7 for the Galena defense now. And they have pressure coming. He had a guy, and pass falls incomplete. Kobe Myers, the first guy in there, almost brought him down, but certainly made a disruptance on that throw as it fell way short. And once he threw that, I thought there might have been a chance of it being interception, but it was just thrown so low.
Yeah, Kobe Myers got in there, definitely made him panic and just kind of have to throw the ball away.
Yeah.
The ball could have really ended up anywhere with him almost. He was coming down no matter what was going to happen. Kobe Myers had his jersey, he was pulling.
Yeah. So now Zane Turner back deep to return the punt. Spiraling punt, fair caught at the 36-yard line by Zane Turner. So now Frontenac unable to do anything on their drive. A very short drive, 3 and out there, will bring Galena out to try and get a score here before half. I mean, so far this game's really been flying by with the amount of running we've had. We're only 30 minutes into it, but and
I mean, that's kind of just Galena's game plan. Game plan is to control the clock with just running the ball over and over again, really. Oh,
so now they send 4 guys out to the far side, and they're going to throw it, pass thrown a little low and incomplete. Luckily incomplete because Little went down to the ground to try and make a play. Would have been a loss of 4 on the play. But could have had daylight there as he had 3 blockers ahead of him.
That's definitely one of those plays you practice over and over again in practice, and you just kind of expect him to be able to make that somewhat easy throw.
Yep.
And it's a very surprise factor play, too. Sending 4 out to the left, giving it to Little. Those 3 are blocking for Little. You know, the team isn't ready for that coming in. Now they'll see it and they'll know, okay, that's what they're going to do. They're going to get to Little next time. And so that's just one of those situations that you really just need to make that play that first time and the only time.
Right. And Galena's thrown it more than I was expecting coming into this, kind of at the right times, too. Surprising Frontenac. I mean, with those 2 targets to Qualls, they surprised Frontenac, and they had the guy. It was just a little bit overthrown, or one of them fell through the hands.
42-yard line.
So,
5 for the Bulldogs.
well, there was a penalty on the play. Not entirely sure what they called, but a 5-yard penalty on the play will bring up 2nd and 5 for Galena now. As one guy to the far side and one to the near side. Turner running this up the middle, has the first down and is brought down at the 50. First down by Zane Turner. Hard run. Just put his head down and trucked it, dude, and was able to pick up a couple extra yards. And now Galena trying to get back into the Raider territory and cap this drive off as we're about 6 minutes from halftime now. And Turner hands it off to Mooney. Mooney off the left and 30-20 and is spun down inside the 20. A great run by Dawson Mooney there. Certainly a spark that the Galena offense needed. Is able to get it inside the red zone for the Bulldogs. And the first big play we've seen all night. Ignited that Bulldog sideline, and a hard, relentless run there by Mooney. Gets the ball down to the 16-yard line for Galena. And the closest any team's been to the red zone so far tonight. As this one will go to Zane Turner. Hits a guy and then is brought down near the 15-yard line. So not much there. They're going to call it no gain on the play.
7 and 10.
And a great run by 34-yard run by Mooney, able to set this whole red zone opportunity up now for the Bulldogs. We'll see if they can capitalize on it as they go back to that formation we've seen a lot with Hopkins, Mooney, and Little in the backfield. Little makes a guy miss, still going on his feet, and is inside the 10-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 8, and will be a 3rd down and very short for Galena.
Yeah, it took 3 guys there just to tackle Little, and that's not including the guys that he broke tackles before that. That was just 3 alone on him when he got brought down to the ground.
Yeah, there was a couple guys in the backfield there, but Little's not easy to bring down. Takes a couple guys on that Frontenac team to bring him down, and this handoff will go to Little up the middle and lunges, and will pick up the first down. So a 1st and goal now coming up for Galena. A great opportunity. So Galena has 1st and goal from their 4-yard line, or from the Frontenac 4, sorry. And they're getting the play from the sideline. Now Little in the Wildcat will run it off the right and prances into the end zone for a Bulldog touchdown. 4-yard touchdown run off the right end by Tyler Little puts the Bulldogs up 6-0, pending the 2-point conversion. Tyler Little able to get in the end zone and give us our first score of the game with 3:52 remaining until half. And they still have Zane Turner at the near side in the slot. And Little will take this. And he gets it. Had a couple guys grabbing his arm, and they just spun off it and just reached into the end zone. Another great run by Tyler Little. So Galena leads 8-0 with 3:52 here to play in the first half. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back here shortly on Galena Sports Live.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done, roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live, presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So Galena gets on the scoreboard first after that great run by Tyler Little. 4-yard touchdown run. Puts the Bulldogs up.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler Little, he ran the ball for the last 4 plays, and it wasn't that Frontenac wasn't there at him, is that he just used his power and was able just to run over basically everybody.
Yeah, and he would not go down. I mean, even on that 2-point conversion, they had him in the backfield, still was about 4 yards away from the goal line, and he was able to just shake a couple guys off and go into the end zone. And a low kick, fielded at the 20-yard line by Frontenac. And Frontenac brings this out to the 35-yard line. Kick returner was Trey Kramer for Frontenac. So Frontenac offense will come out here and try and get something going. Unable to so far, is that the Galena defense has been stout.
Definitely a crucial stop for Galena with them being up on the scoreboard 8-0. Frontac's really trying to score here, them getting the ball in the second half.
Yeah, now we might see a little more passing from Frontenac. They send Mingini in motion, and handoff goes to number 25, Jack Lusker. Picks up 3 on the play.
3 on the play. For the 39-yard run.
So they had Mingini in motion, but just faked it and picked up 3 there. So a 2nd down and 7 upcoming for Frontenac from the 39-yard line now. And handoff goes to Mingini. Not much there. No gain on the play. Will bring up a 3rd down and 7. So another great opportunity for Galena here. They've had great success on the defensive side of the ball, putting Frontenac in long 3rd downs and been able to stop them a couple times.
Yeah, Galena's definitely shown that they can run the ball down the field, really just leaving it to the defense to just try to stop Frontenac as much as they can. They're doing an excellent job of being able to do so.
Yeah, and this carries over exactly so far what their defense has been able to do here in the first half. Looks like what they did against Parsons in the second half. And Turlip rolling and is going to be brought down short at the 43-yard line. So he's going to be 3 yards short, and a decision upcoming for Mark Smith and his Raiders.
43-yard line.
So Frontenac faces a 4th and 3 from their 48 or 43-yard line. And thinking they might call a timeout here as they're just letting the clock run down. And Frontenac will call their first time out of the half. So we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back here shortly with more Bulldog football.
Between gambling and having a gambling problem is worth knowing. Learn about the warning signs that you or someone you care about could be at risk. If you struggle with a gambling problem, or if you are impacted by a loved one struggling with a gambling problem, please get help. You can get confidential, no out-of-pocket cost assistance by calling the Kansas Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700 or at ksgamblinghelp.com. Know your limits. This message is brought to you by the Southeast Kansas Problem Gambling Task Force.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live, as now Frontenac has the punting unit on the field where they're going to punt it back to Galena with 1:36 to play in the first half. So Galena still has 3 timeouts, but not much time to work with. And they have Zane Turner back deep to return, and you never know what he's capable of with his speed. So the punt by Tyler Antle for Frontenac kicks a nice punt, and down to the Galena 20-yard line, booming punt. And so far, a perfectly executed first half by Galena, exactly what the game plan was, to run the ball, control the clock, come out and play fundamentally sound defense, and just slow down Frontenac in all aspects, starting with Mingini. And Mingini had that one play, the first play of the game the first offensive play of the game for Frontenac. But other than that, that Galena defense has been stout. Handoff goes to Little and brings it past the 20-yard line, a pickup of 2 on the play. So there's going to be a penalty on Galena. I believe a holding call.
Yeah, I mean, with Galena, every single play they've ran, they haven't had a lot of big breaks. It's been just little yards at a time. So every play, every penalty, every mistake they make really has an impact on this game.
Yep. So now Galena will have a 1st and 20 from their 11-yard line. Will they hand it off to Mooney? And Mooney still on his feet. Brings it up near the 20. A good pickup on the play of about 9 or 10. So they're going to give him 10 and bring up a 2nd down and 10 for Galena, as they're not much of a rush at all. The clock's ticking under a minute now. And starting to think they might just go ahead and take the 8-0 lead at halftime, or take the 8-0 lead, go to the locker room, talk it over, rather than try and call timeouts and get in a position to score.
Yeah, them being this far out,
Zane Turner has it, and past the 50 where he runs out of bounds near the 40-yard line. A huge play by Zane Turner puts Galena in Frontenac territory as 25 seconds remain in the first half, and now you might think they're going to try and score something here.
Yeah, I mean, you literally just said, with them being so far away, and it's maybe not even worth it to try to call timeouts. Now they're in their own territory, or they're in Frontenac territory. They definitely should be.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we see a couple deep shots to Tyler Little here and just let him go up and try to make a play. As Mooney's in the backfield, they hand it off to Mooney and goes up, brings it down past the 40 and brought down at the 38-yard line, where Galena will call their first timeout of the half. So we're going to take a break here on Galena Sports Live, and we'll be back here shortly with more Bulldog football.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Oh, there we go. Welcome back to Galena Sports Live, presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So 9 seconds remain here in the first half for Galena to take 1, maybe 2 shots down the field and try and score heading into the locker room. As they have Little out to the far side, and then they have trips to the near side. And not entirely sure what they're waiting on here. Referees are talking to the O-line. As the referees are looking over.
I think it had something to do with the play clock. They have 15 seconds on the clock now.
Yeah. Okay, so Galena has probably 2 shots down the field here now.
Definitely
with
makes a big
15
difference.
seconds. With Tyler Little out to the far side and a guy to the near side. So Little Turner runs it up the middle, has the first down and more. A 10-yard pickup on the play. And 5 seconds run off the clock where Galena calls their second timeout of the half. So we're going to take another break, and we'll be back here shortly with more Bulldog football.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live, as Galena has a first down with 10 seconds in the first half to work with at the Frontenac 31-yard line, where this drive started at the Galena 18, and a run to Turner. He's just going to fall down at the 30, and able for Galena to call their last time out of the half. So we're going to take another break as Galena calls their third and final time out of the half, and we'll be back here with more Bulldog football after this.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live, as Galena has one more shot in the first half to try and put some more points on the board, as those 15 seconds come up to be huge, the 6-second difference now, as it allowed Galena to pick up 10 yards and make it a more manageable throw. So now Zane Turner's going to throw it deep, looking for little jumps, and the pass is batted down and falls incomplete. So that does it for the first half, as Galena leads 8 to Frontenac 0. So we're going to take a little commercial break, and we'll be back here to recap the first half and talk over some stats, and then later on we'll get to some things we're looking for in the second half.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin, to serve the four states area. Learn more at mercy.net. Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
The difference between gambling and having a gambling problem is worth knowing. Learn about the warning signs that you or someone you care about could be at risk. If you struggle with a gambling problem, or if you are impacted by a loved one struggling with a gambling problem, please get help. You can get confidential, no out-of-pocket cost assistance by calling the Kansas Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700 or at ksgamblinghelp.com. Know your limits. This message is brought to you by the Southeast Kansas Problem Gambling Task Force.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all. Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Coles carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Coles continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Coles Service, 620-724-4121. See more at ColesServiceLLC.com.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin, to serve the four states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live. The Galena Sports Live halftime show is presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So we're back and we're going to recap some of that first half as it was almost perfect for Galena, able to put 8 points up, had an opportunity late in the first half to tack on another one, but just not enough time. And certainly a good sign that their offense was able to start efficiently moving the ball and then finally get that touchdown. And the thing that really ignited it was that huge 34-yard run that Dawson Mooney busted off, and then Galena was able to punch that in with the Tyler Little touchdown run up the middle for 4 yards.
Yeah, I mean that that touchdown drive alone, Tyler Little got the ball 4 times in a row. Frontenac knew he was going to get that ball, and Frontenac saw it. They were there, but they just could not. They didn't have the power to bring him down. He was just too powerful in those runs. Even though if they're short, he got a few that were longer and a touchdown run. The touchdown, he had amazing blocking by a few lead blockers, and he was able to run that one in just without being touched. But the 2-point conversion, he bounced off maybe 4 or 5 guys and still just booped the ball right in.
Yeah, and even though, like you said, Frontenac knowing Galena's going to run it, it's not just that easy to be like, oh, we can just all focus on Tyler Little, because then they could get Dawson Mooney or Zane Turner could also get a look, and then it's almost automatic at that point with that 3-headed monster. It's just been so huge since Dawson Mooney's been back in this lineup, and certainly been a completely different team. And that offensive line has been really good this first half too.
Yeah, definitely.
They were able to keep pushing huge gaps for the runners to get through, picking up 4 or 5 yards, chunk yards at a time. Like that first half, it almost felt like the clock didn't even stop with the amount of runs we had. And that offensive line kept powering them, being able to get into those third and short scenarios, which are great scenarios to be in, especially with Galena not being able to throw as much.
I mean, and just like you said, like, yeah, the amount of runs, especially because Galena's basically had the ball the whole first half. The defense, most of these plays, 4 and out, just give it right back to the offense, and the offense gets to try these new things. The only thing I would say is, yeah, there has been a few mistakes with passing and just a few unlucky things, especially with these trick plays that they definitely worked in on practice for this Frontenac game. Some plays we've never seen before coming in. One where they put 4 out to the left. It was just the pass that
the wide receiver screen.
Yeah, the pass was just a little bit short and made Tyler Little have to get down on the ground. That could have been a great play, giving him the open field that he needed, especially because that they were in their own territory. They could have, who knows how far that would have went, but we won't know because that's more of one of those plays that you just need to kind of catch them off guard like they did.
Yeah, and I think those are certainly great calls to call in a game like this where it's going to be such a close game, especially with how well they've been running the ball. Frontenac's not expecting them to pass as much, and you've seen the two times they've had a guy and they haven't been expecting them to throw it, and they had the guy just a little bit off. But if things like that can start clicking, that's huge.
Yeah, especially because they game prep just for basically the run. There's not much passing you can go and historically look through base. I mean, really just 2 on Tyler Little.
Yeah.
And so that also goes to Hayden Qualls. He's been open twice for 2 passes. One fell out of his reach and one just kind of bounced off his hands, but he has been open every time that the ball has been thrown to him. And open like he could have got a touchdown if that ball would have made it to his hands.
And also on the defensive side of the ball, Galena really not giving Frontenac anything. Like they're there on any run. Frontenac's thrown a couple times, but not much there at all. And they've really just been throwing the timing of this Frontenac offense off and haven't been able to get anything going, which is huge because that defense, after they got those 2 consecutive 3rd and outs, gave the offense a little spark. And we've seen that a lot this year where the defense is playing well and it gives the offense a spark. And it's going to take more of that in the second half for Galena to hang on and win this game.
Yeah, I mean, Galena's defensive line, they apply so much pressure. If the quarterback does decide he wants to throw the ball, he only has a short amount of time, which Galena also does a really good job. Their defensive backs, the guy may get the catch, but they're always there to make sure he gets very short gains. and they keep him at very small margins every single play, making him having to punt almost every single drive.
Yeah, and certainly Tyler Little has been a big impact playing linebacker for Galena, and it starts with it up front. Guys like Isaiah Dunaway, and then also Ty Hall, all those guys making a huge impact on making it easier for Tyler Little, because you saw that defensive line was really giving the Frontenac offensive line all they could handle, and then Little just burst through there it was a 4th down where they were able to turn him over on downs, and that's just another great thing about the Galena defensive line is how good they've been.
Especially because also another defensive lineman always there is Kobe Myers. He seems to always be where the quarterback is almost every single play. I would go as far to say he's almost unstoppable when it comes to these offensive linemen. Nobody's been able to contain him so far this year, or at least the second half of this year.
Right. So we're just about 5 minutes now from kickoff in the second half. So we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be back with some stats and scores around the area here on Galena Sports Live pregame.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers. Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Calls carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Calls continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com. The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Family owned and operated, G Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, G Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. G Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live halftime show presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So we're going to get to some scores around the area. Starting off with Baxter Springs traveling to Trinity Academy. They trail 14-19. Girard is on top of Burlington, 21-6. And Parsons currently trails Columbus 13-6. Kind of a surprising one there, Cole. Parsons looked really good.
They gave Frontenac and Galena like a run for their money, especially that first half. They came in. Galena was tied with them. I'm pretty sure Frontenac was pretty close as well. So that's a huge surprise when I saw that. And also the end-out game being that close too. Team they're going against only down 1 touchdown. And that was number 1 in 3A right now. Pretty much been uncontested all year, and that I'm sure is a pretty good game.
Yeah. Getting to some stats from the first half for Galena. Dawson Mooney has 11 carries for 73 yards. Zane Turner, 12 carries for 75 yards. And then Tyler Little, 11 carries for 43 yards. And then he has that only touchdown of the game and was able to convert the 2-point conversion also with that relentless run he made, as teams are starting to make their way onto the field here for the second half now. Just about 3 minutes now. We have this time clock running down, and then once it runs out, we'll have 3 additional minutes before second half kickoff. Senior night here in Frontenac, so Galena looking good at the break. We'll see if they can bring that intensity out and that swagger. They had a different type of swagger in the first half. I mean, everybody on the offensive and defensive side of the ball were just flying around. I mean, defense was out there having fun, guys diving, making great plays, which is something that's great to see. And then on the defensive side of the ball, we have Tyler Little leading the way with 5 tackles, Zane Turner 4 tackles, and then Devin Hetty and Isaiah Dunaway with 3 tackles each. Also, Zane Turner is 0 for 6 on passing, something to note. After last week, he was outstanding. 4 for 4 was perfect. And Turner, I'm expecting we're gonna see a couple more passes in the second half, as Bo had to like the things he saw with those throws. I mean, big opportunities there. One of them was almost a touchdown.
I mean, Galena isn't the Bo knows that they kind of struggle in the pass game, and he knows that it's something that they're working on. But there is some good things to take away. You know, Turner might be 0 for 6, but there's Hayden Qualls being wide open, 2 plays basically, both passing plays in a row. You know, Frontenac, you could tell their defense was thrown off by a few of the plays as well, a few of those trick plays. You can see that, and you know that maybe that's something we should be trying again. You know, if it is successful, maybe we can get a lot of yards out of that and things like that. I think he's definitely going to capitalize on more coming to the second half.
Yeah, and heading towards getting closer to the second half, some things we're looking for really for Galena. That defense, if they can keep up that intensity that they had there in the first half, that's one of the biggest things, certainly, since they were able to really stop anything. Kind of took Mingini out as a factor there, which is what their key was coming into this game. Not let him get out in space because the speed he has. So huge, great job by the defense there to shut him down almost. I mean, after the first play, nothing at all really. And then on the offensive side of the ball, I'm expecting them to really keep running the clock, or running the ball that runs the clock, and continue to control the pace, as Galena wants to end that 3-game loss streak to Frontenac. And if they want to do that, they're gonna have to continue running that ball well with their 3-headed monster, and it's gonna start with the offensive line.
Well, I think really with Galena, you know, every single time their skill and what they do definitely is mainly based off just them wanting it. You know what I mean? Like when they go out there, they most of the time they want it more than the other team. They're running harder. They only run, and the team most of the players play offense and defense.
Yeah.
But they don't ever show any sign of being tired or nothing like that. They just use their athleticism, and they just
Right. Yeah, now teams are coming onto the field for second half kickoff. So Galena will kick it away to Frontenac, and a very low scoring game. So any touchdown in this game is really a huge momentum swing. And it starts right here with Galena kicking it off to Frontenac. Frontenac playing at home in front of the crowd. Huge crowd being senior night here. It's very crucial for Galena to stop them here and force some kind of punt. One of the bigger things to start this second half, as they have Mingini back deep to return. They have Trey Kramer, and then number 20, Caden Chance, back deep to return. Also, Zane Turner kicking off for Galena. Anthony Gongora not in the kickoff squad today, as it's fielded by Mingini at the 20, brings it out and is brought down near the 40, and a little bit of an extra push brings the Frontenac offense out. Cal Turlip, the quarterback for Frontenac, unable to get anything going in the first half, and Galena's going to try and keep it the same exact way as the first half. So they're going to send 2 guys out to the far side and then 2 guys to the near side. And they're going to hand it off. This handoff goes to Jack Lusker, where he picks up 8 on the play. And Frontenac already in Galena territory. So 2nd and 2, Frontenac has the ball on the Galena 48-yard line. And handoff goes to Lusker again as he's able to run it up the middle and pick up that first down. 2-yard pickup on the play. Moves the chains for Frontenac. And now it's time when Frontenac's driving. It's time for the Galena defense to get stout here again. And
Yeah, I mean, that was the first down they've gotten in a little bit too, so.
And it starts here on first down, backing him up as the pitch goes to Mingini out to the left side. Qualls tries to make a tackle as he was stiff-armed, and Mooney hits Mingini out of bounds near the first down marker. He's going to be short by about a yard.
Yeah, that's really what you want to prevent is McGinney getting that outside edge on you because that speed will kill you, man.
Yeah.
He'll just sneak up on you.
And Frontenac, we've seen that a lot where they just try and get Mingini out wide and try to get him to get the edge with his speed. That's like the 3rd or 4th pitch we've seen in the game. And that was the second one we've seen him have success. They ran that exact play on the first play of the game. And a handoff goes to Mingini again, where he breaks a couple tackles and is finally tackled at the 20-yard line. Zane Turner and Chase Cottrell there, both to help bring him down as he broke a couple tackles and picked up a big one. So exactly what Galena did not need, like we talked about at halftime, how well they controlled Mingini. And so far, 2 big plays in the second half or the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think Frontenac definitely really saw their own success in the passing game. And
as they have 2 receivers out to the far side, 2 to the near side. Now the handoff goes to Lusker up the middle. A great tackle by Hayden Qualls saves the touchdown. And he's upended around the 3-yard line. Gets inside the 5 as Frontenac has moved. Frontenac has went almost 60 yards in 2 minutes now. And they're going to have Mingini in the backfield too. And Little there to make the hit initially and then spun down by Kobe Myers. A great play to get negative yards on that.
Definitely what they needed coming in because
Frontenac
here has been their offensive line's been doing a great job of blocking Galena defense, but right there it seems like they
that
found
was
the edge that they needed.
A loss of 5 there. After it being 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Huge play there by Tyler Little to burst through, make the initial hit, and then Kobe Myers there to clean it up. As Mingini lined up behind Turlip, and Turlip looking to throw, pass falls incomplete. Lusker, the intended receiver, coming out of the backfield. So 3rd down and 8 for Galena.
Yeah, Kobe
defense.
Myers right there was in the quarterback's face. Caused him just to have to throw away the ball.
Yeah, we've seen him time and time again get his hand in one of the defender's face the quarterback's face and just force the quarterback to make a bad throw. As he's looking for Mingini, Garrison in coverage, and it falls through Mingini's hands. Pass falls incomplete. With Garrison in coverage, making a good play on Mario Mingini there. And so now the kicking unit's going to come out for Frontenac.
Definitely the stop they need, especially because they're up a touchdown and a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. My apologies.
So now to kick for Frontenac, Vinny Pyle. His kicks up, and the kick is no good. So he misses the kick left, and Frontenac's still unable to score. Huge momentum swing there. Frontenac thought they were guaranteed points, and now they come out of this with nothing. Frontenac was promising a score there. They were marching down the field under 2 minutes. They were at the 3. Then the Galena defense made a stand that was great for that Galena sideline, and then the missed kick. So huge turning point there is what that could be, because now it's still an 8-point game, and Galena is going to have the ball at the Frontenac or at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, definitely a weird thing about that drive though is Ty Hall was not in on the line. I'm not sure why they had him out. That it was the entire drive that he was not in. So
yeah, Dawson Mooney's going to take this one, where he picks up a couple. So positive yardage there on first down for Dawson Mooney. Pick up a 2 on the play is what they're going to give him.
On the play.
So now Ty Hall, Cole, like you were talking about, Ty Hall's on the field for offense, but we didn't see him on defense. Maybe there was something that went on in the locker room, or never know. Now Little, Mooney, and Hopkins in the backfield. Little will follow Hopkins, but not much there. Fights to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's going to be no gain on the play. So a 3rd down and long that Galena faces. 3rd down and 7 is what they face at their own 23-yard line now. And you kind of wonder if it's time for one of those little trick pass plays.
yeah, that's just what I was thinking. Is maybe it is. They running it down the middle isn't really showing much promise currently.
And now they're just going to give it to Mooney, and runs. He reaches forward, brought down short of the 30-yard line. So he's about a yard short, a yard or two, about a yard and a half short. And this brings up an interesting decision, because Galena would go for this in most circumstances, but they have the ball at their own 29-yard line, and with the way the defense has been playing so far in this game, I could also see him punting it away. And it looks like that's what they're going to do here. Zane Turner drops back to kick it deep. And Turner's going to fake it as he hits a guy, and he's brought down near the 31-yard line, and this one's going to be close. As Turner ran it, was tackled at the 31, which is also where the first down marker is too.
And it looks like they're giving it to him.
And it's going to be a Bulldog first down.
Definitely a risky play there. They went from being 1 yard to him punting it back 5-10 yards, 7 yards-ish.
Yeah, kind of surprising being in their own territory too.
Yeah.
And you're taking the snap 15 yards back. You got to run 16 yards to get there, but with Zane Turner's speed, you never know. And Mooney will take the handoff there. Brings this one up to the 33-yard line. Ty Hall still not out there on the field.
Yeah, Frontenac came out. They definitely looks like they're doing new things, able to stop Galena a little bit more. But Galena's still making small margins of yards every single play.
Zane Turner's going to keep this one, and he's tackled near the first down marker. Tackled by Dylan Whithoon on the play. Moves the chains for Galena. Another first down. Their second one of this drive so far. and kind of taking us back to the first half with this, where they're picking up chunks of yards at a time, 4 or 5, and that's going to do what they need to in this game and control the clock and
Yeah,
the
definitely run
tempo.
down the clock with them being up 8-0.
And Little's going to take the carry where someone had his ankles and then another guy was trying to drag him down, but not before he picks up 7 yards on the play. 8. So 2nd down and 2 from the 50-yard line. 5:25 here to play in the third quarter. So 2nd down and very manageable, and they're going to have Hopkins, Little, and Mooney in the backfield. This one will go to Little, makes a push, and hits a defender and falls forward to pick up the first down.
4 on the play. On the 47-yard line, 1st and 10, Bulldogs.
So now Galena is into Frontenac territory, threatening to score again, which a score at this time could be huge since it's been hard to come by with points in this game. I mean, we thought Frontenac was going to get some points and they didn't, and then Galena had some chances and didn't do it, but Mooney's going to take this one, and he's brought down near the 41-yard line where he's going to pick up 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, Cooper, especially because Frontenac coming out last drive, they definitely showed that a lot more success than they did the whole entire first half. They ran multiple plays in a row and got multiple first downs, something that we didn't really see first half. Galena definitely wants to try to run down the clock as much as they can and try to get up to more so likely 2 possessions.
Yep. And now Turner's just going to run it, and he has a little push from behind to help him pick up the first down there, where he brings it down to the 35-yard line and another Galena first down to keep moving this drive. Great execution so far by Galena in this drive, not going away from what they're best at, which is running, and dominating right now. And that's going to wear going into the fourth quarter with that defensive line, especially how much Galena was able to run the ball and how many offensive snaps they had in the first half. It's already wearing on the defensive line. Handoff goes to Mooney, and short pickup of 2 there.
Second and 8.
So Galena has a 2nd and 8 upcoming on the Frontenac 33-yard line, as we're just about 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Fakes the handoff and gives it to Garrison on the end around. Garrison has some room, meets a guy, and he's in the end zone. And I think we have some flags on the play, and I think this one's going to be coming back. So they're going to call a block in the back on Galena, which negates that amazing run there by Garrison on the end around. Had plenty of room to run.
The exact kind of play they were not expecting at all, Garrison, to get that ball.
Mm-mm.
And then it is once again brought back by a penalty.
Yeah, and Garrison, that was a quick burst of speed there.
Yeah, something we really haven't seen from Garrison this year. So
hasn't had much time to get out in the open, but certainly making the most of his opportunities when they come.
looks like they're keeping him in too.
And now they're going to motion some guys out wide, trips to the near side, and now Frontenac not fooled as Turner fighting to get back. Frontenac had him for a loss of 4 or 5, but Zane Turner was able to spin out of it and get back to the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down and 13 now coming up for Galena. And that penalty was huge because Galena had them just where they wanted, and they were marching, and then that penalty set them back. And
Yeah, I mean, even if he got stopped right there and just didn't, the penalty didn't happen, they still would be in, I mean, of course, a much better position, but for what Galena does, that's the kind of position they need to be in.
Yeah. So now Turner going to run it again around the left, and really not much there as he brings it down to the 34-yard line, which is back by the original line of scrimmage. So still 9 yards short.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
And
It's fourth.
Galena not able to get much at all there on that Zane Turner run. So Galena gonna go for it now as they face a 4th and long. Turner fakes the handoff, looking for Little, and overthrew him a little bit. Little had a huge size difference on that, but pass was overthrown, and Galena's going to turn it over on downs. So that's going to bring the Galena defense back out here. Their second time this half, and Galena was able to run a lot of time off the clock there in that possession as the clock's almost down to a minute remaining in the third quarter. And now Frontenac has 2 guys to the far side, 2 to the near side, and the running back to the left hip of Turlip. As Turlip scrambling, still looking, and eventually brought down by Devin Heedy for a huge loss on the play. He was scrambling forever, couldn't find anything, and there's a flag, but it's going to be on Frontenac. So penalty will be declined. A huge loss on the play there. Finished off by Devin Heedy. Multiple other guys in there. Kobe Myers, one of them being all around as Turlip was scrambling and couldn't find anything to be eventually brought down by Heedy.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a loss of about 15 yards there. Huge loss. So a
Yeah.
2nd and 24.
I mean, yeah, just like we talked about, Kobe Myers is just always there, exactly where the quarterback is, applying pressure.
Yeah. And we have some whistles on the field. Not sure what they're going to call. So maybe they just wanted to check the clock there or something. No penalties or anything, but they just rolled to play it. So Turlip drops back, now looking, and finds a guy. Brought down by Tyson Garrison for a gain of 5 on the play is what they're going to give him. The pass went complete to Vinny Pyle. So it brings up a 3rd down and long now for Frontenac. 3rd down and 19. And this is where that defensive line is so good. They are able to get pressure and get some guys in there to throw the pass off. And Turlip drops back. Now he's trying to escape the pocket. Now he's throwing. Had a guy overthrown. Pass was intended for Vinny Pyle again. Pyle had a step there on Deontay Paul, but a little bit overthrown. So Bulldogs get a break there as it's going to force Frontenac to punt now. And the ever dangerous Zane Turner back deep to return. And Tyler Antle to kick it away for Frontenac. So a booming punt, fair caught by Zane Turner at the 45-yard line, which is where Galena will start this drive. They get the ball at their own 45-yard line as great field position to start here. And that Galena defense came out and made a exclamation point.
Yeah, the defense does a great job of applying pressure, and even if they don't get a sack or if the quarterback does end up getting the throw off, he really doesn't have a lot of time for the receivers to be able to develop the run.
Yeah, so maybe one more play here is the handoff's going to go to Mooney and hits a guy still on his feet, legs still churning, and he gets close to that first down marker. Looked like it was going to be a gain of 1 or 2, but he kept them legs churning and is always running hard, able to get right near the first down marker. So it's going to be a second down and very short to start the fourth quarter. So we're going to take a break here, and we'll be back here shortly with more Bulldog football.
Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms in spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live, presented by Mercy Specialty Health. Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So, start of the fourth quarter will feature a second down and 1 for Galena at the Frontenac 45-yard line. As they just flip the field and about to get fourth quarter action underway now. Galena played very well in the third quarter so far, and now to just see if they can cap it off here, it would certainly be a great start if they can get some points on the board here and make it a 2-possession game, as the only weakness the defense has showed all game is that first possession of the second half. Other than that, they've made everything hard for the Raiders tonight, and Zane Turner was looking to go around the edge. Now he cuts back, has a man beat, one more guy to beat, and down the sideline, 10, 5, end zone, touchdown, Bulldogs. And there is no flags on the play, so that will stand. Zane Turner, 45-yard touchdown run. Huge touchdown run to start the fourth quarter, just like we were talking about. Now making it a 2-possession game. That is huge. And so it's 14-0, now pending the 2-point conversion. And that is the best possible thing that could have happened to start this fourth quarter for Galena.
Yeah, definitely. Because now when they go back on defense, they have a little bit of wiggle room. And if Frontenac does end up getting a larger drive and more success in the offense, Galena can.
Yeah, and Frontenac, they've only been shut out once, and it was to Girard. They lost 35-0. So Galena looking to be the second team here as this handoff goes to Mooney for the 2-point conversion. A guy diving, Mooney cutting back, and then is met by Mingini, and Mingini's able to bring him down short. So the 2-point conversion fails, but Galena's able to get points out of this drive and go up 2 possessions to start the fourth quarter. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back here shortly on Galena Sports Live.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live. That 45-yard touchdown run by Zane Turner is presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So Galena will kick it back away to Frontenac and try and hold them scoreless here entering the fourth quarter. For Frontenac, they have Mario Mingini back deep. they also have Trey Kramer, and the other guy out there is Caden Chance. So Zane Turner will kick it deep for Galena as the kick bounces at the 20 and is fielded about the 17-yard line and able to be returned by Caden Chance, where he's trying to bring it around the right end and swarmed by Bulldog defenders. Casey Hopkins, the first guy there to make the tackle for the special teams unit. Now it'll bring the Bulldog defense back out onto the field to try and continue what they've been doing so far for 3 quarters. Now they just need to finish it off here. And this would be a huge win. If Galena can finish this off heading into the postseason, would give them great seeding, and they would claim the district title tonight also. So handoff, not much there. Handoff went to Jack Lusker. So now a 2nd down and 10. Frontenac at their own 29 as the clock's winding. 11 minutes to play in the game. They're going to send one guy to the far side, one guy to the near side. Mangini lined up directly behind Turlip. And now he's looking, throwing. Pass falls. A bad throw, thrown off the mark, intended for Trey Kramer. Pass was just to his right and tried to one-hand it, but was unable. So now a 3rd down and 10 is what the Galena defense faces. Very crucial here because Galena, if they can get a stop here, they could get the ball back and could be able to run a lot of time off of this clock. So an empty set. Turlip throwing, finds a guy across the middle of the field. A huge gap in the Galena secondary. Was brought down by Hayden Qualls. Well, it picks up 20 on the play there. So now Frontenac is into Galena territory on that play. And Galena looking to get something to stop this drive. And Mangini's going to take the handoff. Ty Hall diving, couldn't make the tackle. Now Mangini has a hole, and he is gone. So Mangini able to run it into the end zone for a 45-yard touchdown there. Frontenac Raiders strike back as they trail 14-6 pending the PAT with 10:25 here to play in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, with the position they're in, that's really unfortunate. That's maybe the worst thing that could have happened because not a lot of clock was ran down that drive.
Yeah, and they had them backed up with a 3rd and 10, and then that pass across the middle, and then that just two breakdowns by Galena there. Maybe the only 2 we've seen so far today. And the kick is up, and 3 uprights by Vinny Pyle. So Bulldogs lead 14-7 with 10:25 to play here in the 4th quarter. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back here shortly with more Bulldog football.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live. After Mario Mangini was able to take that one 45 yards to the house and put the first score on the board for Frontenac. So now Galena's going to get the ball back. A huge chance. And now that the 2-point conversion by Galena is huge because if they were able to convert it, it'd still be a 2-point game or a 2-possession game. But also, Frontenac would have went for 2 there. And back deep for the Bulldogs, Dawson Mooney, Zane Turner, and Hayden Qualls to return this kick. Kicking it deep for Frontenac is Vinny Pyle. Pyle kicks it to Mooney, fielded at the 19-yard line where he's going to have a chance to run it out. And he's hit and brought down at the 30-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 31, which is where the Galena offense is going to come out and start this drive. Huge drive here with 10:21 to play in the game as they lead by 1 score. So we'll see what they do here. Of course, we're going to see a lot of running, but maybe a little bit of aggressiveness, trying to ice this game, possibly, if they're having success running. And Hopkins, Little, and Mooney in the backfield. Little takes this one, man. Not much room there. Pick up maybe 1. Going to give him 2 and bring up 2nd down and 8 now. So Galena offense at their own 33-yard line now with the same look with Little, Mooney, and Hopkins in the backfield. This time it goes to Mooney, and Mooney had a little bit of a hole but tripped up as he brought it across the 35 up to the 36-yard line where he picks up 3 or 4 on the play and is going to bring up a 3rd down and 4 for Galena now.
37-yard line, 4 yards to go. It's 3rd down.
Huge play here for Galena now as they have a 3rd down and 4 in their own territory, and most likely in a game like this, probably not 4-down territory, especially after that last play Frontenac had with the run. They'll probably take the field position. They fake the handoff. Now looking to throw. Finds Little complete. And he finds Little complete. Ran out of bounds at the 46-yard line and able to pick up the 1st down. A great throw by Zane Turner, able to loft it over Tyler Little's head, and Little comes down with it to pick up the 1st down. And that just shows great trust between Bo and his guys, being confident calling a passing play, even though we haven't seen many passing plays, and they're able to pick it up. So big play call there. As Zane Turner's going to run this and has nothing. He's going to be dropped for a loss of 3.
Block 3 on the play. Ball's at the 43-yard line. 2nd and 13 for the Bulldogs.
So a loss of 3 there. Zane Turner trying to duck the defender and unable to do so. Brings up a 2nd down and 13 now. So Mooney, Hopkins, and Little in the backfield. This time it goes to Mooney. Trucks a guy and picks up 3 or 4 on the play. Bring up a 3rd down and 9 for the Galena offense now.
Ball's on the 47-yard line.
And now another crucial 3rd down coming up. Really every down at this point seems like a crucial down because 1 possession game and district title on the line. As they're going to have the same formation look with Mooney, Hopkins, and Little in the backfield. Now they fake it. Turner looking. Nothing there. Now he's still running on his feet. Hit, and he's brought down. So Zane Turner was running and had nothing at all there and was forced to just run into a crowd of Frontenac defenders where he'll lose a couple and bring out the punting unit for Galena now. So Galena's forced to punt it back to Frontenac with 7:14 to play. Clock's running. Mingini back deep to return for the Raiders. And Zane Turner will kick it away. And don't think we're going to see a fake here. a booming, spiraling punt that goes out of bounds. And see where they mark it here. It was a great punt, but just out of bounds.
Punt goes out of bounds at
And
the 35-yard line.
they're going to
Ravens take over there. First and 10.
give Frontenac will have the ball at the 35-yard line now, where their offense will come out and try and get something started as the clock's now under 7 minutes. And they have one guy to the far side, one guy to the near side, and a running back lined up to the right hip. And nothing there as that Galena D-line was able to get in there. Kobe Myers initially grabbing his ankle. And then I believe Devin Hetty in there to finish him off. So no gain on the play by Frontenac, brings up a 2nd down and 10 now for the Bulldog defense. And Frontenac has 3 guys out to the near side. Now they motion a guy to the far side. And Turlip's looking to throw, ducks a guy, and passes complete to Trey Kramer for a Raider first down.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Galena defensive line is still applying the same pressure they were. They're just not wrapping up on their tackles and getting to the quarterback.
Yeah.
And making those tackles when they're there, basically.
Yeah, there was a guy there that had a chance. I didn't catch the number of them, but Frontenac able to pick it up, and now a pitch to Mingini. And he pushes the pile where he picks up 8 or 9 on the play. They're going to give him 9 on the play. And with that run, Frontenac is now in Galena territory. And the Bulldogs defense faces a 2nd and 2. So this is where Galena needs some kind of sack or something, really. I mean, Turlip's looking very comfortable. Now Mingini has a hole, and he's running, has one guy to beat, and Qualls there able to help bring him down. Track also Zane Turner in there to help make the tackle. But Mingini breaks one tackle and then hits a defender and is brought down at the 15-yard line for Frontenac.
Yeah, just again, it's just Galena's just struggling wrapping up those tackles.
Yeah, and it kind of looks like they're starting to get a little bit tired. And they're going to hand this one off. Handoff goes to Jack Lusker now. His clock's now under 5 minutes. And to pick up a 1 on the play for Frontenac. Both teams still have 3 timeouts as we're under 5 minutes. And Raiders are going to have an empty set with 2 guys to the near side, 2 guys to the far side. And Turlip's going to drop back, looking, now scrambling, out left, still looking. And he throws, finds a guy, and passes complete to Vinny Pyle, who is wide open on the far side of the field and is able to pick up the first down.
Run go down to the 2-yard line.
And right now, Frontenac has the ball at their Galena 1-yard line, where the handoff goes to Mingini, stood up, and a loss on the play, brought down at the 5. Great job by the D-line of Galena there. Very, very big tackle there as they force a loss of 4. And now brings up a 2nd down and goal from the 5-yard line. Now they have a guy to the far side, and handoff goes to Mingini, and Mingini cuts back and is in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Frontenac able to get in the end zone and have a chance to tie this one up with the extra point now. So now 3:21 to play in the game. Frontenac's going to attempt this PAT. And Galena will still have a chance to get a score before regulation. And punt's blocked by Galena. So PAT is no good. Great job by the Bulldogs special teams there. Forces Frontenac to have that one blocked. And Galena will still have the 14-13 lead as Tyler Little's running it down the field. And I'm not sure it was blown dead, but so we're going to take oh no. Yeah, Little ran it all the way back, but it will be no good. So PAT is no good after that great play by the special teams unit. Did you see what number got in there, Cole?
Yeah, it was number 21. I don't have the. It was number 21 and I think number 5.
Deontay Paul and Dawson Mooney got in there.
Yeah, I think it was Deontay Paul who actually made the block though.
Yeah, that was one of the biggest plays of the season by Galena because now Galena is going to get the ball back. Both teams still have 3 timeouts, but a huge break by Galena, able to block that after the touchdown. Felt like all momentum was going Frontenac's way, but Galena able to escape that somehow and still have the lead, getting the ball with 3 minutes and 21 seconds to play here in the game. Now Frontenac's going to kick this one to Mooney, fielded at the 20, and he's going around the right end, try to get the edge, still on his feet where there's a guy on his back, brings it up near the 35-yard line, a little short of it, and at the 34-yard line where Galena will start this drive. And a huge drive now. Galena needs some first downs, and they could almost run it out, but still a lot of work to go. It's going to start with that O-line doing what they did in the first half where they're able to, or in the second quarter mainly, where they were able to create huge gaps for those backs to go through. And have Hopkins, Little, and Mooney in the backfield. This handoff goes to Little as he plunges forward for a pickup of about 4 on that play. And Frontenac's going to call their first timeout of the second half. So Frontenac's going to take a timeout. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be back here shortly with more Bulldog football. So welcome back to Galena Sports Live as Tyler Little was able to pick up 4 yards on that play. Brings up a 2nd down and 6 from the Galena 38-yard line now. And Frontenac's going ahead and starting to call timeouts here with 3 minutes still to play. Galena still huddled, now coming back on the field.
Ball on the 38-yard line. 2nd and 6, Bulldog.
And now they'll break the huddle, and they'll have Little, Mooney, and Hopkins in the backfield, and they're just going to push Zane Turner forward, where he's going to pick up a couple, and Frontenac's going to call another timeout. Galena able to pick up 2 on the play. Is going to bring up a 3rd down and very manageable. 3rd and 4 to go here from the 40-yard line now, as Frontenac used their 2nd timeout of the half. And now it's very crucial for Galena to get this 1st down, because if Galena can get this 1st down, Frontenac's going to be out of timeouts because they'll have to burn their last one, and then Galena will still have a fresh 3 more downs. And so it'll be interesting to see. Earlier on last drive, we saw that pass play where Zane Turner went ahead and threw it to Tyler Little, and that worked out well. So it'll be interesting to see if they go back to the air or if they stick to the ground, because Frontenac's done a better job of stopping Galena's run here in the 4th quarter. I mean, Frontenac kind of came on all of a sudden here in the 4th quarter, and now Galena is trying to put an exclamation point on this game.
Ball on the 44-yard penalty.
So now a 3rd down, and possibly the biggest 3rd down of Galena's season so far, as they have Mooney, Hopkins, and Little again. This handoff will go to Little, up the middle, pushing, and he's close. I believe they're going to give it to him. He was close. It looked like he was a little bit over. And they haven't signaled a 1st down yet. They're going to call it they're going to call it a 1st down now. So Galena, with that huge run by Tyler Little and a little bit of a push from behind, able to pick that 3rd down up, and continue this drive, which is now huge because Frontenac started burning timeouts, and Galena continues this drive as the clock's now still running. And they're going to use all the time they can before snapping the ball each play, because each second's precious at this point. And we have a whistle on the field. So a long discussion from the officials, not exactly sure what's going on. Possibly something with the clock. They're not going to correct anything. There's no flags on the play. And now they're going to signal to roll the clock. So not exactly sure what they're talking about, but no penalties on the play. So Galena 1st down and 10 from their own 44-yard line now. And Turner tries to get through that line, maybe 1 or 2 there. Positive yardage on the play, not much though. And Frontenac's going to call their final timeout now, as there's 2:05 to play. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back here shortly with more Bulldog football and an upcoming 2nd down and 8.
Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms in spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin, to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
So welcome back to Galena Sports Live, as Frontenac called their last time out of they have remaining with 2:05 to play. They cannot stop the clock anymore. And Galena has a 2nd down and 8. So for sure going to run and keep the clock going. Just need a couple chunks of yards here, and can almost seal it, as they're going to have Mooney, Little, and Hopkins like they have most of the game in the backfield. And Mooney finds a little hole, able to pick up a couple on the play, 3 or 4 there. So brings up a 3rd down and 5 now for Galena. as the clock ticks under 2 minutes now. And a huge upcoming third down.
Yep, this could be the game right here. They get this third down, they seal the entire game.
And I think they're just going to let the clock, they might just let the clock run down and then call a timeout since they still have 3 remaining. And they're going to snap it. It goes to Little, up the middle, a push, and a first down, Galena. Tyler Little, 2 huge third down conversions in a row as he was able to use that big frame of his and pick up the first down. And that'll almost all but do it in this one as there's 1:17 remaining now. Tyler Little with a huge run there to pick that up.
Yeah, it's super crucial. He came in just at the right time, found himself the edge and basically just ran over a few players, got that first down. Great way to end the game.
Yeah. So now victory formation for Galena, and they're going to win this one. Galena's going to win the district, Division 1, and 14-3 as they take one kneel, and it'll be one more kneel, and that'll be all of it for us tonight. They are going to beat Frontenac for the first time in 3 years. They're going to claim the district title tonight, and they're in great position heading into the playoffs, coming off this huge win and going forward for the rest of the way in this season. And certainly a great win tonight. Frontenac, possibly the best team they played this year. We thought Parsons might be the best team, but Parsons has kind of fallen off here later in the year. And Frontenac was a good, fundamentally sound team all night long. But Galena comes out on top with this.
Yeah, definitely. Coming in second half, Frontenac knew, they made a few adjustments, and they definitely with their offensive line, they were able to block our defensive line, and while also their defensive line was able to fill those holes that we were usually our blockers and are usually able to create for the run game.
Yeah, this win, Galena had great resiliency. I mean, all night long, they stuck together as a team and running the ball. It was a full team effort. Starting with the offensive line to the running backs, Zane Turner made some great decisions tonight, especially on the passing. He looked really good, even though I believe he only had 1 completion tonight.
Yeah, Zane Turner definitely, he's looking more confident, but I think there is some things that he needs to work on. He definitely has the skill, and he's able to go out there and make these passes. He shows that he can do it, but he's just struggling a little bit with. It's just he's getting unlucky with his throws.
Yeah. And this Frontenac team's good. They dropped to 5-3 now as Galena moves to 6-2 on the year. And Galena will have a great ranking heading into the postseason. And that will be next week. Galena most likely to host a game, but that will come out later this weekend. So we'll find that out.
Yeah.
But
and then one thing they definitely need to work on going into the next game is just wrapping up those tackles. I think that definitely second half struggled for them. They would get there, they would get to the quarterback, they would get to the running back for Frontenac, and they just weren't able to kind of get him down. And if he broke one tackle, somebody that fast, he had a lot of field to run, and it was kind of really.
Yeah. And things kind of started falling apart there for Galena in the fourth quarter. I almost thought I might have jinxed myself, but luckily Deontay Paul and Dawson Mooney able to get in there and block that PAT. That was huge because it could have went into overtime, and overtime you never know. It's anyone's game, especially Frontenac playing at home. Probably have a little bit more of an advantage.
And senior night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Galena able to end hopes of Frontenac winning.
Galena didn't leave
4 years in a row.
They also did. Yeah, they didn't leave anything up to luck. They went in and they blocked that, and it was a great job by the Galena Bulldogs today.
And then they put an exclamation point on that after they got the ball back. They were able to just run that they've done so good all year and did it so good tonight again. And that's just their key heading going forward.
They are getting the district title right there.
Yeah, and they're claiming the district title right there in the middle.
It's
a lot of
game to
seniors.
end the season. They didn't even know coming into this that these two teams would be competing for the district title to wrap up the regular season.
Yeah. And a lot of seniors out there for this team. Um, Super happy for them. I mean, they had first win against Frontenac in 3 years, and this year they're able to do it. Um, just all around great win for them, and
Yeah. One thing also that I noticed was the inconsistency of their second half also probably was due to they look a little my apologies. They looked really worn out that second half. That entire second half, their hands were on their knees. People, they ran the ball basically the entire first half. There wasn't a moment where they weren't really running it because the defense was doing an excellent job, which was also the same players as the offense. And then the offense would get the ball, and then they just ran it, ran it, ran it.
yeah. And that defensive line, like you said, they looked really worn out in the fourth quarter, but when it mattered, they were able to come through in the clutch. The special teams, great job tonight. I mean, with that with the huge block, and then Kobe Myers, another great game. Not only Kobe Myers, Isaiah Dunaway getting in there. Also Ty Hall. He was back in at defensive line at the end of the game. Don't know why we didn't see him at the start of the second half. And then Devin Heady over there on the other end for D end. And Ty Little had a huge game at linebacker tonight. He was really just exploding through the line, and he was able to get in the backfield anytime. And they had Cal Turlip, the quarterback for Frontenac, kind of running everywhere, and just really couldn't find anything all night until the fourth quarter, where things started to get close, and probably the most adverse game Galena's faced so far there in the fourth quarter, with Frontenac driving down and able to score, but Galena able to come up with that huge play. That just shows a lot about this team and going forward, that what they're going to be able to achieve. I believe the ceiling, or the sky's the limit for them. Certainly have Gerard, and the way they've been playing, I believe they're able to keep up with Gerard. I mean, when they played Gerard, they didn't have Dawson Mooney, who since Dawson Mooney's been back, been a huge difference, because we saw a lot of Zane Turner rushing. With Dawson Mooney hurt now, we still see Zane Turner rushing, which it's hard to just not run him because he's so fast, but it's a lot less usage, so which is good, especially him being your quarterback.
Yeah, and also being your punter and being able to make crucial plays when they had to run on that fourth down in their own territory. Definitely risky, but very crucial towards the game when he ran that and got that first down from the
hmm
punting formation. I mean, it just shows that he's able to do those things. He has running back experience. Last year he was playing running back, so he definitely knows what he's doing when it comes to the run game. Yeah, he has some things to work on with his passing, but he's only a junior. He has a lot of room to grow. So
Yep.
especially going to playoffs, he's probably going to be working his butt off this whole week just to.
Yeah. And you can kind of see all the guys getting their pictures with the trophies. But yeah, that's so the final score tonight, Galena Bulldogs 14, Frontenac Raiders 13. So that's going to do it for us for 2022 regular season Friday night lights high school football. And next week we will have a first round of playoffs, unknown opponent yet. It will be out later this weekend, and look forward to streaming that and the rest of these games. Thank you guys for tuning in.
41 people watching on post now.